5 minutes, y'all. That's just ridiculous. Alright, give me 1 second, y'all. We're about to start on this thing. And MCA GD and ultimate leverage. Are you serious? I think I did, and y'all just removed yourselves. That's all right. All right, cool. But I'm gonna do it tonight when we all go. Let's see what you do is what? So we got ultimate leverage. Everywhere. All right, what's up, y'all? All right, let's see if we'll jump on this trainer real quick. All right. All right, what's going on, team? Let me see what we got on here. I see Jameer. What's up, Jameer? What's up, Yolanda? Amelia, Jeffrey, Gavin, David, Dion, Sean, Omar, Jakar, Cam, Nanda, Kenyatta, Willie Will. I see my man Rod. I see Gavin Clark, Coach Tay. All right, cool. We got enough people on here right now.
This is the Wednesday night training, y'all. What's going on? It's your boy, Larry Wheelz, and we are back with another Team No Boss Lifestyle training. This is more intimate. We not live to the world. We back in our group. We back in our element, right? So we can get down and jiggy with it. We stop that. Let me pull up the group that we're going to be in. Give me 1 second. Team No Boss Lifestyle. All right, it's called Back to the Basics, right? Back to the Basics. Okay, we filming. We filming live right now. We filming live. A lot of people are serious about the MCA business. A lot of people aren't serious about the MCA business, but we're actually cleaning up the group to do that, right? That was fast, right, Sergio? It was quick. It's because I'm on point with it. All right, and so a lot of changes have been made. A lot of things have been different on the team. For those of you who are new, you haven't seen the transformation that has taken place, but we're going back to the basic boot camp, okay? Because what happens is that when we start launching things and everybody start, getting excited, we got 20,000 people watching us at one night, we got 5,000 people here, we got 13,000 here, 14,000 here. This is all in one night without no Facebook ads, without using promotions, without using campaigns. This is all just organic traffic, just straight up the rate when you know what you're doing, right? And so when you got that much momentum going into your company, your business, a lot of people that's on the stage, a lot of people, they get what we call, what I like to call starstruck. They get starstruck and they think they bigger than life. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why I decided not to do this Wednesday night training live to the world right now, because we have to have a reality check on the team. And I love my team. I love you guys, right? I feel like we're a family. We're a family, and I need to make sure that you all don't lose sight of the vision. Because if you lose sight of the vision, then you just failed. You lost. You lost. You lost in the war of entrepreneurship. If this stuff was easy, everybody would be doing it. We hear that all the time, right? So I'm going to just change the phrase up. This ain't easy. That's why no one does it. You understand what I'm saying? So next time somebody says, why you do what you do? Because this ain't easy. That's why you can't do it. So go and skedaddle and let me go and get back to work, right? And so with that being said, we got to come back to the basic boot camp. We got to go back to the basics, right? You know how to market. If you've been here on the team, you know how to market. If you haven't taken the 12 weeks, right? The 12-week training, now it's in our Gold Deluxe package. The promotion that we ran for the weekend. Get the training, because that's going to transform your situation. That's going to make you more valuable than what you were. So when you do your YouTube videos after finishing your 12 weeks of training, when you do a YouTube video, you actually get people contacting you saying, hey, I want to learn more about what you're doing. Get your training. You're going to either pay for your education as an entrepreneur, or you're going to pay for your education as an employee, right? Going to college and learn how to be the best employee you can be with a degree, right? I'm going to say that again. Learning how to be the best employee you can be with a degree. You're either going to pay for college, have student loans, doing all that nonsense, right? No offense to people who go to school, or you're going to pay for your education as an entrepreneur. Either way, you have to pay for it, because you have to become more valuable so you can raise your pay, right? Give yourself a raise. Okay, so get the training. Enough of that. When it comes to marketing your MCA business, when it comes to doing this business, right? When I gotta think about myself and think about what it is that I want. MCA can change your life in a week. That can happen. But we are so caught up in the shiny object syndrome that we lose sight of the way to actually bring people on board. All right, so you got ultimate leverage set up. That's a system that's going to explain MCA better than anything that you can use to close your lead. Your only job is to introduce them properly to the system. Introduce them properly to our team. People are hurting right now, hating their jobs, don't like what they're doing, looking for extra money. It's just our job to get in front of them without seeming salesy. You understand what I'm saying? We have to really take this as come down to the human level. Be a human first. You understand what I'm saying? Care about people. Don't think about your pockets. I tell my team all the time, don't think about the money, think about the process. The money that I make is a byproduct of the processes that I put in place. The money I make, that's the byproduct of the processes that I put in place. People that make more money got more sophisticated, better systems and processes. People that make less money out there saying, who else want to learn how to make $500 next week? Inbox me now. Those are the people with the littlest incomes. The people with the huge incomes, it's saying, okay, team, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a super summit live, and we're going to go out here and we're going to show the world how to start a business from home. That's what we're going to do. All right, cool. We with you. How we going to market it? How we going to put this system? How we going to, everybody pitch in and do this thing? That's a person that makes a lot of money, right? You notice how different the process is. You understand what I'm saying? You have to stop thinking like a normal human being. You have to think like an entrepreneur, like a business owner. You are running an operation. All right, so let's start with step number one when we come back to the basics. Step number one, right? I'm going to drill y'all tonight. So if I sound like a drill sergeant, it's because I only care about your results, and I need you to get there. I need you to get the result. I need you to stop playing around with your business. Either you're going to make this happen for yourself or you're not. But don't be dingling and dabbling like, I don't. Stop the excuses. We all didn't. Right? We all didn't at once. Make it happen. All right? So step one, right? I would say business, but then that confuses people. You got to treat it like a professional. Treat your business as if you are a professional when running your business, right? I don't act as if. All right, so this is what normal people tell you. Treat your business like a business. If you treat your business like a business, then your business will treat you generous. Then you'll have a better business. All right, so what does that mean? Well, make sure that you're not out here calling your business this thing that you're doing or this thing, right? If you treat it like a thing or a hobby, then other people is going to treat your business like a thing or a hobby. So you want to make sure that you come across professional and the bull crap, throw it all out the window, right? That's not what I'm talking about when I say treat this like a professional, okay? When I'm thinking about starting my business, if I'm taking trainers, right? Let me see if I got an example real quick. All right, I'll just pick something up real fast, right? All right, I'm gonna give y'all a good example. Give me 1 second. I gotta give you an example of this. I got things everywhere. Give me 1 second. Okay. When I say treat your business like a professional, right? If I'm going to take a training, right? I got a pen in hand, and I'm sitting here, and I'm writing out notes, right? And if you notice on my notes here, right? On my notes here, I got some notes, I got lines drawn, I got squares, right? I got all this stuff, I got this jumping off, I got bullet points, right? I got the front and the back of the paper. I got boxes, right? This say direct linking, FB, YouTube, PPC, product 5%, like all these types of notes. You see what I'm saying? My next page, boom, boom, boom. It's sectioned off, if you can see this, right? It's sectioned off, right? Front and back, right? And then, lo and behold, look at this. This dude got a to-do list. Create an actual webinar, do a live training for this, launch to the team, set up this, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. This is actual boxes this is my to-do list. You understand what I'm saying? That's not just me saying, let me go ahead and put this post on Facebook and say, who else want to make $500 a day, and then post that to a bunch of groups. I'm treating my business like a true professional, right? Which means I got notes and notes and notes. I got a to-do list. I know my entire process. Okay, so Larry say, this is the first place a person visit when they join my team, the Ultimate Leverage registration. Let me write that down and make sure I stamp that in my brain, right? Where do they go next? They go to Ultimate Leverage Academy, because the academy is going to get them acclimated to the system and get them all set up so that they can start going through trainings. And then what's the next? They're going to join one of these live Wednesday night trainings so that that person goes through the process. If I know that's my process and I can visualize that in my head, that's where I'm sending my lead, my prospect. He walking straight down that path in my mind before it actually happens in real life. And if I can get him to do that in my head, I can make it come to fruition, and I can get 100 people to do that process. But if I can't even visualize it because I'm not treating my business like a professional, right? Then I'm losing sales at the door. We don't make money because we don't make sense in our own minds. That's the bottom line. You're not making money in this business because you're not making sense in your own mind. You are just out here running around like a chicken with your goddamn head cut all the way off. You have to be neat, clean, professional. I take me a whole listen, I'll get up in the morning. I take a shower. Brush my teeth, I wash my face. I get on the phone with my business partners and we dive into our daily activities. You understand what I'm saying? That's the beginning of my day, right? I go through the day doing whatever we got to do for the business. We built our entire systems from the ground up. We didn't say, okay, let me just go in and join this system that's already put together for us. We built it like this. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole difference. That's work. That's treating it like a professional, because the processes that we wanted to have in place for the team needed to run in a particular set of ways so that everybody can just, go through this whole thing in a systematic formula, right? So after I do that, and I'm just giving you my day today, right? Then I'll go in and I'll do mad work, promoting. After I'm finished promoting, right? Then it's time for training. I gotta write the post for training, right? And then I gotta jump on with a group of my people. Look, I'm treating this whole thing like a professional. And then I'm gonna go jump back in the shower, because now I gotta get ready to come on live for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Well, Larry, you only live on camera. Why you taking the whole shower? Why you getting all, like you really going? Because I feel better. I feel like I feel energized. I feel great. Why you think I come on at 10:45 at night with a bunch of energy? Because I'm treating it like a professional. I'm not lazy. I'm not watching different strokes while I'm trying to watch Larry on the training, right? I don't have a whole bunch of things going on. You don't hear noises. I work from home. That's what I do. But you don't hear a whole bunch of stuff going on. Why? Because they know I'm in my professional mode and I'm treating this like a business, like a professional. And things need to run in a certain way, because I know if I got all the external forces in order, right, the direct result equals a paycheck. Everybody else thinking about it the opposite way. But when I make money, I'll start to treat it like a professional. But let me make this money first. Let me see if these things work first. That's never going to work that way. You got to set up the processes first, right? Once you set up the processes and everything's going good, when I say good, I'm talking about the processes. There's a smooth transition that takes place. The money gonna come as soon as you start introducing people to the proper process that you set up in your head and you can see it visually clear. You understand what I'm saying? So it just makes more sense to have that path thought about in your mind, so that when somebody say, hey, how can you teach me how to work from home? Like, how do I know that's true? Because look, on my team, well, the first thing we have, it's not even a team, it's like a family, right? We know it's a struggle when people trying to make money from home, and 9 times out of 10, all entrepreneurs feel lonely. But when you're on our team, it's it feels like we're in high school, but we making money. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, you get to ask questions to people that's just like you, that's going through the same things. But what makes it great is that we have this process that everybody go through. You join the team, you go through these set of videos so that you can understand what being a business owner means. We've never done this before. We need like some formal education. Our system teaches you that education so that you can learn how to get consistent paychecks every week. And then when you get good, you start your job, and then your first week you're nervous, your second week is getting better, and then your third week you feel like you've been working there for years. That's exactly how our business runs. By your third week, you're going to feel like a business owner, like a true professional. And that way you can make money from home without being stressed out working at that job. And if you want me to show you, I can actually show you how to get started. Well, how do I do that? Boom, the Ultimate Leverage webinar. Send it right to them. That's just a regular conversation, but I'm treating it like a professional because I can visualize them walking down that path in my mind. If you can't visualize what happens when a person joins you, then you need to take some more training. You need to really dig deep and understand our process on the team. You need to reach out and find out, well, what happens this? What happens when a person do this? Or what happens when a person go there? Am I making sense, y'all? Thumbs up if this making sense to you. Right? So that's step 1. Right? I do with my pen, man. I do with the pen, man. Right? So that's step 1. Let me check some of these comments out real quick. What's up, Coach Tay? What's going on, y'all? Cha-cha-cha. Cool. I'm into new car sales now, Larry, and let me tell you that your training helped me out in this industry so much. I killed it in MCA, and now with car sales, I don't take no for an answer. I hear that, Alexandria. Good job. That is wonderful right there. And see, that's just going through the trainings, learning the principles, because now you understand how to be a marketing, and you can apply this to anything you want to do in life, to anything you want to do. I have people tell me that all the time. Right? Cool, cool, cool. Everything starts with a thought in your other mind. Yep. Okay? This is the next thing. Once you figure out your process, right? Make that process works for you. Once you figure that out, now all you got to do right? Step number 2, before I get into step number 2. See, I just went through step number 1. Now I'm going to give you step number 2. Then then I know a step number 3, and then I'm gonna do a number 4 and bring it right on home for you. But I see me walking you guys down that path before we even go through it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can see that happening. Because all I'm doing right now in this training, all I'm doing is telling you how I operate my business. I just know how to explain it because I pay attention to detail. If you can do what I'm doing on a small scale, on a YouTube video, you'll get more signups than you can ever imagine. Because people don't do this. People out there doing what everybody else is doing, what you were doing. Who else want to make $500 in the next 2 weeks? Inbox me now. Everybody doing that. Change yourself up. Do the polar opposite. Think about your system. Think about the process. And then walk somebody through it. Step number 2. Pick your poison and promote. Right? You don't need a bunch of marketing strategies. You just don't. You're just starting out for the most part. You're just starting out for the most part. And then on top of this fact that you're just starting out, right? You don't have a huge following. If you learn how to market, like if you learn how to put words on paper to make people take an action and buy stuff, you can take those words, you can take those words and put it on any media. You can take those words and put it in a YouTube video. You can take those words and put it on a postcard, on a flyer. Pick your poison. Pick your marketing strategy. One strategy, right? And then have that strategy so perfected that you know exactly what was going to happen when a person do something, right? If you got to start out actually talking to people so that you can get a feel for what people are thinking and saying, then I would do that. I used to close leads on the phone on YouTube from Craigslist live, just so I can go back and watch it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I wanted to understand, and guess what? I had a script. I wasn't even going from my mind. I had a script. I was like, hey, blah, blah, like reading from a script that I had wrote, because I didn't want to be stumbling over my words when I'm talking to a prospect. How many people wrote a script down? How many people wrote your own script based on the scripts that you've seen or put in the groups? How many people actually sat down and wrote your own script? That's the basic stuff when it comes to sales and marketing. You have to write stuff down. You have to really do this, y'all. Like, it ain't going to happen for you. I'm telling you. If you thinking that you just going to come on this team, put a link up because I told you some slick stuff about marketing, and you're going to make $1 million, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you will fail. Like, you will be so bad at this that you're going to quit and think I was a liar. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100%. If you come on the team knowing that you're going to have to put in work to transform that, job thinking, that 9-to-5 mindset, you got to transform that mindset. Matter of fact, you got to kick that mindset all the way out your head and turn into a true professional. Think about your supervisor at work, and then think about his boss. When that dude come around. When that dude come around, the whole industry, the whole company act a different way. But then think about when that boss come from regional and they coming into the building. Think about how the entire company act. Oh, regional's coming in the business and in the building, so we all gotta be a certain type of way, right? Because that regional director treats the entire situation like a true professional. You have to be that regional director. If you treat your business like a hobby, it's gonna pay you like a hobby, right? It's gonna pay you like, it ain't gonna pay you anything. But if you treat your business like a true professional, you will get paid like a CEO. You will. It is work to do this. It is, what time is it? 11:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 8:54 p.m. over West Coast. 3 hours later, all the way in Cali. Right? Not to mention Hawaii. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm up here doing this because I'm treating my business like a true professional. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to come out. I could have said, you know what, team, it's getting late. We'll do this next week. We'll pick up next week. But I promise you that we will have a Monday training, a Wednesday training, a Thursday training, right? Every single week. This is what we promise you, right? So regardless on how tired I am or how I don't feel like it or how I wish I could lay down and just chill out, regardless on how that is, I'm still up here doing what I'm supposed to be doing for you guys because I know you need it and I care. You understand? I'm a marketing master. I don't need to. I can do this on my own by myself. You understand? But it's important for me to help people. It's important for me to help people because when Alexandria come on the line and she say, you know what? I actually transferred the skills that you taught me into this other business that I'm doing, and I'm killing it right now. That's why I'm so animate and do what I do. Because that's a transformation. That delivers a result. That's value. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is important. My goal is to help people. You have to have that thing inside of you that make you want to push harder. It makes you want to go hard. I put a post on my Facebook page the other day. Right? And it was about this basketball player that was about to play Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. And he was about to play Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant was on the same team that year. Right? And the dude said, he said, you know what? I know I'm about to play two of the greatest athletes in the world. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the gym early that day. So I get to the gym around 9 o'clock that morning, and I'm going to work up a sweat, and we don't start the game till 7:30. So he in the gym, and he's working out real hard. But as soon as he stepped foot on the court, guess who he seen on the court? Kobe Bryant. Already worked up a sweat, already in mid, you know, about to just go hard. And he like, wow, this dude is he's already there. All right, but whatever. And so he working out too, right? And he worked out for 4 hours. And then he like, tired. And then he looked over there and he just seen Kobe still working out. He wasn't just doing no lazy layups or nothing like that. He doing like actual game moves, right? Working hard like he's really playing against somebody for all those hours, right? The dude left, went and took a shower, came back a couple hours later, and he looked back on the court, and Kobe was still out there. He never stopped working out. And then he started the game and scored 40 points, and they won the game. He said, I got to go ask this man. I got to go find out why he worked out so hard. And so he went over there and he asked Kobe, he said, Kobe, why was you working out so hard? And Kobe said, because I saw you come on the court, and I wasn't going to let you outwork me. I wasn't going to let you outwork me. You understand? That right there, if you get it, you're going to make a lot of money. I always say, I dare you to outwork me. I say that to my team. I say that to anybody I approach on YouTube. I say, I dare you to outwork me. Right? And I'm going to put that challenge out there. Because Larry Wheelz worked extremely efficiently hard. On a level that people can't even imagine. Like, they don't even understand how I do it sometimes. They want to know the secret. You understand what I'm saying? It's a formula. It's actually a formula that you can put into your life, and then you can have the result that I had. That's an actual systematic formula. Right? But it's a determination inside me with the will not to quit. But I know one thing, I'm not just going to be blind working. I'm not going to just be doing a whole bunch of stuff saying, yeah, I'm working hard, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be working super smart. And I'm going to be picking my poison and promoting that thing. You understand what I'm saying? I know one thing. I know I'm good at doing live videos. I'm good at doing YouTube videos. And I'm good at creating systems. If I know that's my poison, why in the world am I going to go out there on Google, open a pay-per-click campaign and try to do PPC ads? Why would I do that to myself? That means that I would have to learn a whole new skill. Ain't nobody got time for that. You try to make money now. Take what you're good at, apply marketing to that, and do that. And then promote it like crazy. With a link, join me here, right? Well, not a link, but a call to action. But for call to, don't get it twisted, y'all. Not a link, a call to action. Join me here. Contact me here. They contact you, and you just tell them what I'm telling you right now. It's not real hard. People are hungry for success, right? So pick what you're good at, and then promote it. And then if you got the system set up, the ultimate leverage system, I'm doing all the selling for you. If a person lands in front of me, I can guarantee you a sale. I've been selling all my life. Yolanda, is you on here? Is Yolanda on the call or did she hang up? I think she hung up. Let me see. Let me see. But we got a lot of people on here. Don't post the link. Don't get it twisted. Right. Well, I'm here. That's what's up. And Yolanda, how long? I've been selling all my life. Right? And you know that you know me from sales. You understand what I'm saying? How good would you say that I am at sales if you can explain it in the comments? Like just at selling, not marketing, but just sales alone. Like if you had to put me in front of somebody and I had to sell them something in order to save your life, would you use me or would you use somebody else, or like explain that situation to the team so that they can just get an understanding of what I'm saying based on the third party validation. And that's another thing, guys, like you see how I can just pull people out the crowd and ask certain questions to, because I've been doing this stuff for so long and I grew like a relationship with a lot of people. Once you start marketing the right way, people gonna say, you know what, that is you, man, I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad I came across information because everybody out there is doing X, Y, Z. But you was different. And if you start doing that with people, you'll start building relationships and you'll have a lot of third-party validation so that you don't have to sell yourself. They'll sell you for them. They'll sell you for them, right? And so I'm gonna wait till she answer that question. Yeah, so how good do you think I am at selling based on what you know about me? That's the question. That's what we posing to the team. Right? What's the question? And if y'all see me keep walking around, because these comments aren't like in real, like they don't come up in real time for me for some reason. They be having me look like a person. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, pick your poison and then promote it, right? So before I move on to step number 3, what questions can I answer? Like, what questions do you guys have? Because we're going back to the basics right now. Yeah, any question to do. Somebody asked me something. Because if you made $1,000 last week, you shouldn't have no questions. But if you didn't, you should have a question. If you didn't, you should have a question. All right, while y'all thinking of a question, let me read this comment. So Yolanda say, you so good that I remember when you resold me a microwave that I already had purchased. The thing was literally in my home, already out of the package, and I wanted to go buy another one. You made me see how important the microwave was for my family. It's not, oh my goodness, you holler that though. It's not about the freaking, it's not about the benefits and features. It's not. It's about the emotional attachment that you have to the item, right? Because, and I remember that day. Oh man, that was too funny. How you gonna bring that up though? A microwave though? Because it ain't about it. Think about a house with no warm food. Like everything you eat, and you had to run out, you had to do these things, right? And you could not warm your food back up. Can you imagine how annoying that would be? Because the worst thing in the world is to taste food that's a little bit cold and you just want to be like, right? If you ever been on the job and you had to eat cold food, you're like, I wish I had a microwave real fast. I could just throw that in there. That's an emotional connection that you have with that item. You understand what I'm saying? So when you in sales, it's not about the thing you selling. It's about the emotional connection that you can make with the people. And if you can make that emotion deep enough, then you got yourself a sale all day long. I'm a master at connecting those emotions because I know the industry. I know our industry like the back of my hand. I know it like the back of my hand. You understand what I'm saying? And so when it comes to sales, I'm not expecting you to be good at selling right now. Yes, you will learn that skill over time. I expect you to be good at the process that you walking a customer through when you think about them joining our team. The process you walking a customer through when you're thinking about them joining our team. Anytime they hit a video or training, I'm going to handle the sales part for you. I'm going to give you the marketing pieces. All I need you to do is put it in a system so that you can get people consistently coming to you all day long and putting them in front of me. Putting them in front of me. Right? Oh, thanks, Shalard. I appreciate that. Can I go to GoDaddy to shorten my URL? No, you don't want to go to GoDaddy to shorten your URL, right? Even though URLs really don't matter, that's just the industry myth, right? What you want to do, look, I just be looking up stuff. Look at this. Look what I was looking at. So if anybody want to know who invented the internet, it's those two dudes right there that invented it was called ARPANET before it was the internet, but they invented the and then some other dude, I think named Tim or something, invented the internet. But you go to bit.ly, bit.ly, go to bit.ly, right? Or goo.gl. You go to bit.ly and you shorten your link. And if you create an account and sign up for free, it tracks everything for you also. So go to bit.ly to shorten your link. So Omar says, since we're back to the basics, what is the first link we provide to a prospect when we get to that point? UL webinar or a new link that's attached to the new compensation plan? Thank you, Omar, because that's exactly step number 3. That was exactly what I was going to talk about in step number 3. If a new person is joining MCA for the first time, right, logically, you don't want to send them to a training link because they're going to be confused. That's what Ultimate Leverage was designed for. So a new person come to the Ultimate Leverage webinar. Right, this is going to be your ad right here. That's your ad. So they come to the Ultimate Leverage webinar. Right? That's the first place they're going at. So that they can be sold into MCA. This is the first place that you send in all your new prospects. Right? And then where's the second place you send them? Ultimate Leverage registration page. Which is a series of videos that teach them how to set up Ultimate Leverage. Well, actually, it's a series of videos that teaches them how to get registered for Ultimate Leverage. And then where's the third place you send them? Ultimate Leverage Academy. It's a lot of Ultimate Leverage going on right there. You don't have to worry about sending anyone to training right now. Why? Because I'm going to upsell them into training starting here and starting here. I'm going to do that part for you. You're complicating yourself. right? So Ultimate Leverage webinar, once they do that, you send them to your Ultimate Leverage registration, and it actually say your Ultimate Leverage webinar and your Ultimate Leverage registration in the back office of your thing. And then Ultimate Leverage Academy. This is the process. This is the basic process. It's not hard, y'all. It's really simple. What is Ultimate Leverage Academy? Is a link to Ultimate Leverage Academy. Hold on, let me read this comment. I thought Al Gore invented the internet. Yeah, Al Gore was the one that claimed the internet. You can also see how clicks on your link with Bitly. Yep, you can see how many people click on your links. Yes, all you have to do is truly think about what you want out of your business. Stop the instant gratification. Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned that. Larry has taught me so much that I have put in my 2 weeks in at my job, and I'm so blessed to have this dude as my mentor. I literally have tripled my income. Just follow the process and don't overthink it. Yeah, Yolanda, you did, John. Tell me that. You said, I just put my 2 weeks in and I've tripled. You told me the same thing, and I sound like I'm reading your comments, but that's exactly the words that you told me, right? But to get to that point, it was not easy. It wasn't instant gratification. It didn't just happen overnight. You had to work. You had sleepless nights. You had all-nighters. You didn't have like the most easy life. Like, you don't come home and everyone's just sitting around with roses and buds and saying, hey, dude, but you like anything? You got to come in the house and the kids is doing this, or the husband need this. And like, it's a family. Like, you're doing what people do in the household, just like everybody else do. But when the house settled down and it's 12:30 at night and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it sound like this. And all you hear, keys punching, because you're doing your thing and you have peace. You wake up dog tired in the morning, but you got a lot of work done throughout the night, and that's those nights that create the best results. You understand what I'm saying? Ultimate Leverage Academy. If somebody want to throw the link to Ultimate Leverage Academy in the comments, it's ultimateleverage.mybusinessleveragetools.com. This is the last place you send a person, but you make sure they go through this. You make sure they go through that first, so that you get your front end sale, your $80 here, and your $38 here, and your back end sale. That's how that works. You get your front end here, and when they set this up, you get your back end here. If you sending them from here to anywhere over here, Sales Mastery Unleashed, Team No Boss Lifestyle, right? You just missed that. So you might as well just throw that away. If you sending them if you going from here to anywhere over here, you just missed that. And if you're going from the ad to anywhere over here, you just missed that. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to send them from your ad to this, to this, to that. Not from this to that, because you'll miss all that. Right? So we back to the basics. And this is basic stuff that everyone should know. You joined the business. the same process that you went through, you've seen it happen. You know you joined the business, you joined the company, you walked right through it. You send your customers through the same thing. It's not this training isn't this training is private, Sergio. So if they not inside any of our groups, they won't see this training. You can share it all day long, but they won't see it. Yeah, this is not set to public, Sergio. It's only set for people on our team. This is not for everybody. Because I gotta get the team straight. I'm getting a heat check with the team. I gotta get everybody on the right page. You know, we about to clean house. If a person haven't registered for the new system, or they haven't said they want to rock and roll in here, then, you know, we got to clean house. We about to delete like the whole group. This group about to drop down to 20 people, 20 active members, because we got to make room for everybody that's going to be rocking and rolling from this point on. if someone is already an MCA, you send them to, right now, you're sending them to MCA Super Summit Live. Okay? If the link, I think the links are going to be deactivated because we set up the new system. If the link for MCA Global University, if you have one of those links, you can send them there, but that's going to be deactivated tonight as soon as we get around to it. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. I wouldn't recommend that at all. Okay? Next week we're going to have, matter of fact, let's do it now. No, matter of fact, we're going to do it next week. Next week we'll have a new process set up for when somebody's already an MCA. You can send them to one particular place. But right now, you are sending them to the summit because we haven't taken the summit down. So if a person is already an MCA, you're sending them to the summit. Do you get commissions for people joining our team right now? No, because your affiliate links aren't created yet. They're not active yet. We're still testing the new system. Once that new system opens up, then you'll have, by all means, the ability to sell the new compensation plan and make your commissions from it. But right now, we're just testing again, but that's a good question. So to answer your question, if somebody is already an MCA, send them to the MCA Super Summit Live link, and it's on my fan page. It's on my fan page. I can't think of links right now. Work hard, crying days and frustration, but I didn't give up. Yeah, man, it be like that sometimes. But you know when you get it, you got it. Yes, Omar, nothing changes. No, that will never change. Omar, this will never change. The only thing I did, just to keep everything simple, right? Just to keep everything super simple, right? The only thing we did is move training we moved our training system from this system to this system. That's all we did. We moved the system from this system to this system. Everything else remained the same. The groups, the blah, 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 everything else remains consistent. You notice that the group names only changed, but not the actual groups. The groups didn't get moved. We just changed the names. You understand what I'm saying? So all we did on the team was change our position to make it an easy transition. We didn't move stuff around or none of that. We just changed the positioning, so when we promote our team to the world, it makes more sense to them to want to join us effortlessly without you having to do any selling. You understand what I'm saying? So we didn't change nothing. We just moved our sales master, our 12-week training program. We moved it from this system to that system and then added a whole bunch more stuff to it. That's all we did. So the 12-week training program, I'm going to say it again, we moved it from this system to this system, and then added a whole bunch of stuff to it. We ain't do nothing else to anything else. Everything else that you've been doing up until this point, continue to do it. Until we tell you something different. There you go, Amanda. Thank you, appreciate it. So Gavin, right above your comment, Amanda put her comment, and that's where you send new members. To that link right there. I mean, that's where you send existing MCA people. Jeff say, promoting the benefits doesn't require a process outside the original dialogue scripts, right? All right, so, what's the best way to say this? If who promotes the benefits only? If you promote the benefits only, right, say yes in the comments. If you don't, you ain't got to do anything. But if you promote the benefits only, say yes in the comments real quick. I just want to get a heat check. Only the benefits. If you promote only the benefits, say yes in the comments. Feel like a Jeopardy game. Okay, notice how many people say yes, right? None. Why? Because there's no point in promoting the MCA benefits at this point, right? Because there's no effective way to do that. To where as though you can actually get a predictable, consistent result next week trying to make a paycheck. If you want to make money, promote the hottest thing on the planet. And what's the if I go down if I go outside my house right now and I go next door and I say, you want some roadside assistance? They're gonna be like, what are you talking about? No. Right? But if I say, hey, you want me to show you how to make an extra $2,000? Yeah. It's a yes. It's automatically a yes. So logically thinking, in my mind, if I'm logically thinking about a business, right, and I'm thinking about the fastest way to get some money, logically, if I ask anybody that question, you want some roadside assistance versus you want to make some extra money, which one will get the higher response? Just if I ask anybody, if I take 100 people survey and I ask the whole 100 people, which one do you think will get the most responses? So why in the world would I try to promote something that's going to get less responses just naturally off the break? That's how I logically think about business. This is how people got to start thinking. I don't think about the easiest road. I think about the logical road. A dude gonna want some money before they want some roadside assistance. That's just what it is. So I'm gonna go see if I can teach him how to make some money. Because I know if he say yes to that, I just made me $80. I just made $80 real quick. You can just go mess this up for real. Like people be trying to be so sophisticated in their marketing. When I first started, I was, hey, listen, I have a way to make money. Do you want to see how? Sure, here's a link. Check that out. I guarantee you're going to ask me what I'm doing with it. Yeah, remember the link you sent me yesterday? Man, I went on there. That's crazy. Are you really doing that? I am. You want to join me? Yeah, sure. $80. That fast. Here's a challenge for the team. I challenge the team. Take out a pen real quick. I'm going to challenge y'all. So pretty much to answer the question, Jeff, I don't do no promoting of the benefits because it's a waste of time unless I'm going to mass promote, which means I'm going to send out EDDM cards in the mail 4 times to the same addresses. And that's going to cost you about $700 to get that done. If you got $700 to do that process, then by all means, go do that process. If you don't, you're wasting time doing anything else and it's not going to work for you. Just keeping it real and keeping it blunt. Here's a homework assignment for the entire team. Here is a homework assignment for the entire team, right? I want you to go grab some sticky notes. Okay? Grab some sticky notes, right? And on the sticky note, I want you to write right? Grab some sticky notes. Fill out the whole book of it. Right? Do it at work. Do it wherever. Just make sure you fill it out. Take 2 days. Take a day. Take 1 day. Fill out the sticky note. right? On the sticky note, write this. Write this. Make $2,000 per week with sticky notes. Text that number, right? Put your number down there. Put your number down there. Carry these sticky notes around with you. And for every cashier you go to, every one of them, every cashier you see for a whole week straight, give them the stick, tear one off and say, here, you might want to look at that. And just say it like that. Say, here you go. You might want to look at that. And when they look at and walk right away, don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing else. Don't explain yourself. Just say, here you go. You might want to look at that and walk right away. Take another one. Here you go. You might want to look at that and walk right away. Just do that. And every time you get a text, send them your Ultimate Leverage webinar. Right? Get rid of the whole book. Get rid of the whole notepad. Make it a challenge. Make it fun. Right? You at the restaurant, y'all eating dinner, you done tipped the waiter, you about to walk out of the restaurant, take a look at your waiter, find him, and say, hey, excuse me, here you go. You might want to look at that. And then walk right out the restaurant. Right? Make it a challenge. Make it a challenge to give that sticky note to as many people as you humanly can in a whole week. And every time you get a text, don't write nothing back. Don't say nothing to them. Just send them your Ultimate Leverage webinar. I guarantee you that every person that get rid of a book of those sticky notes gonna make 10 sales every single time. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's a system. It's a minor system, but it's an effective, regular system. It don't cost nothing, and you ain't got to do anything different. I picked a pack of sticky notes up from the desk and wrote with a pen on the sticky note, just to show this again. Make $2,000 per week with sticky notes. Text. Who ain't... If I wrote unlimited roadside assistance, I might want that. It's easy to make money when you think about it the right way. You understand what I'm saying? As soon as you send them this, say, hey, thanks for texting me. My name's Omar. Check out this. If you got questions, you can text me right back. I'm a real human being. This is not automated. That's what I would say when I text them back. Say, hey, my name's Larry. Here's the link. Check it out. If you got questions, you can text me back. I'm a real human being. Thanks a lot. Right? They texting your Google Voice number. Do that with a stack of sticky notes, right? And if you do it between Wednesday and Friday, people just getting paid. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna make your money real quick. If that little strategy will get you $800, but you just gotta go do it. That little thing right there will make you $800, but you just gotta go do it. I'm telling you. Right? At least it sounds very interesting. It sounds doable. Just go do it. David Dion, I love that comment. I'm on that starting tonight. Gotta get some sticky notes. What do you say? Well. If someone is already in MCA, but you send them first. All right, send them. Hold on, I'm going to text you real quick. Did you text me, Amanda? Let me see. That's what my Google Voice is tied to this phone that we're recording on. So if you texted me on it, oh well. Simple but powerful. Right, it's crazy. If you don't want to hand write them, Vistaprint will make them for you. Apartment complexes, parking lots. No, you don't got to do all that. See, people got to take This is what I'm talking about. That's the thing that I'm talking about right there. That's the thing that I'm talking about right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I'm talking about right there. Let me call Gregory real fast. I gotta get Greg on the phone. Let me get Greg on the phone. Give me 1 second. What's going on, G? We on training, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my point, you heard? Was you watching it? Did you see the?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Right. Now, what I say about the process? I said, explain the process back to us. I said, explain the process back to us. What I said, grab a pen, right?
Right.
Grab the sticky notes, right?
Grab sticky notes.
Right.
You said right on there that I made a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
With this note there.
Right.
Then you said, everywhere you go, give that to the cashier, and don't say nothing. Just give it to them, and when they go to that, then just send them a message. Don't do a whole lot of talking. None of that. Yeah, you say make it fun, and if you go out to eat or whatever,
Right.
Just get rid of the whole thing.
Exactly.
If you do that, you get 10 sales, guaranteed.
Right. Now, what if I took it to a parking lot, but what if I ordered them from Vistaprint? Would it still work the same?
If you did what?
If I put the notes on cars in parking lots, or if I ordered my sticky notes from Vistaprint without handwriting them, would it still work the same?
First of all, that ain't even a part of the situation, but because the fact of the matter is that it's about the message. It's not about what you put in how you get the message on there. It's about the message.
And
it's actually better organically. As you're writing.
Thank you. I just thought I was being crazy here. That's the point of the thing. What we do in business is that we try to be so automated all the time. Or over professional. You know what I'm saying? The organic point of writing a note on and the organic point in the person's mind of seeing it written down, what does that do for you? Like, how does that make you feel versus it being typed up or printed out? Yeah. Right, like a marketing scheme.
Yeah, like it looks like a marketing tool. But when somebody writes it down on paper, just like you write on paper every day, that looks real to you because you use paper every day. Period.
And it's the psychology behind it. Right, exactly. So
it's the psychology behind it.
I wanted because me and you, we do a lot of marketing together, but I wanted to call you to see. I wanted to get your opinion to see if we was on the same page before I just out blurted and said it, because I could have been thinking about it wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I appreciate it. We was live, my G, but I apologize. My bad. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go ahead and keep rocking and rolling. I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right. Okay, because I didn't want to just shoot the idea down. I just wanted to, because the way I think about marketing is so logical. The most logical, practical thing in the world. If I took and I wrote this on all these sticky notes and it's actually handwritten and I'm walking around with a blue pen, right? They don't see the rest of the notes. They just see the blue pen and they see this. And I say, hey, it looked like I just wrote this down. It looked like I just wrote it down. And that person could be saying anything. Oh, wow, he was thinking about me. Oh, man, this must be God. Oh, my goodness. What a coincidence. Like, they thinking all types of superstitions in their mind because no one out the blue say this gonna make you $2,000. Text this number. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be like a certain situation that they could be going through in their life. It's the psychology behind the strategy that makes it work. If you go and you order some Vistaprint notes or you order them from a printing shop, then these is printed. It doesn't look handwritten, right? You handed it to a person. It looked like, oh, they must hand that to everybody. They're just trying to get you to join another one of those things. You understand what I'm saying? It carries a whole different level of weight to it. Just be simple with the marketing. You be simple. That's why I say back to the basics. Right? That's why we say back to the basics. You get what I'm saying, everybody? Right. When I had a stamper, I was thinking to myself, like, this is just not cool. Right? I'm teaching y'all the real stuff. Now, here's the difference. There's a difference. If you on YouTube and you trying to recruit people in, you want to make it seem simple and easy. You want to give them those, oh man, that's awesome, you know? So you would say, I'll go to Vistaprint or I'll get a stamper and I'll do these things and I'll give you this shiny object situation because that draws people in. You understand what I'm saying? But when they get in, be like, oh yeah, remember we told y'all we do all that stuff? We don't do none of that stuff. This is the real deal, guys. This is how you really make the money. You understand what I'm saying? You ever been drew in to a concept and then you get there and you be like, this is nothing on what I expected. And you're like, yeah, but this is what the real deal is. And you just accept the situation. Like, all right, well, if this is the real deal, then that's what's up. But that's the marketing on the other side of that. You understand what I'm saying? And so the real deal is be practical, keep it simple, keep it real plain and down to earth. Take your marketing out of your marketing. Take your professionalism, take your marketing out of your marketing. Take your professionalism out of your marketing. Keep it simple, right? And then walk them through the process. Last step, then y'all can go to bed, and then I can go get back on the team with my elites so we can do some more marketing campaigns. Get back on the phone with my elites so we can do some more marketing campaigns, okay? So step 4. Step number 4. Go hard or go home, man. Like you either believe in that you can win it or you can't. Go hard or go home. You're not going to reach 6 figures lollygagging and playing around with your thumbs and acting like you can't call out to work on a day that you really need to because you got to get this marketing campaign put up. Right? Get your priorities in order. You're either going to build your dream or die trying building your dream, right? Or you're going to die of stress building somebody else's. So you're either going to build your dream, die trying building your dream, or you're going to die of stress building somebody else's. Quick story. I have a mentor, right? This mentor of mine, he became a multimillionaire in 9 hours. He became a multimillionaire in 9 hours. Let me tell you what happened. So, he wanted to be an entrepreneur. And he didn't know how to put words on paper to make people buy stuff at first, right? And then he went and picked up a John Carlton book, and he started reading the book, and it taught him how to market, right? And it taught him how to put words on paper, right? And so it wasn't John Carlton, it was somebody else. It was way back in the day, right? But the point is that he picked up a marketing book that taught him how to put words on paper to make people buy stuff, all right? Now, during the learning curve, it was like a 7-year learning curve. He had a wife, he had 2 boys, and it was a 7-year learning curve, right? And so he would spend money on these campaigns. He would take like $1,000, put it in these marketing campaigns and mail out these letters to go out to the mail. And then when he sent it out, it don't bring back anything. And so his wife kept stressing out like, honey, we got to pay the gas and electric, or we have to pay the water bill. He's like, you know what, let's do one more marketing campaign. So he would do a marketing campaign, 0 results. Come back, 0 results. Water get cut off. So they sitting in the house, cold water, got to put their pots and pans on the stove to warm things up, and it was a bad situation. She's frustrated. Right? And so next, he's like, you know what, I'm going to try this other campaign. I got another great idea. Let me go ahead and try this, blah, blah, blah. So they going back and forth for a while. She's like, look, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do this campaign. Because if you do this campaign, then that gas and electric going to get cut off. He's like, listen, if I do this campaign and it work, we ain't got to ever worry about money again in life. I'm doing this campaign. So he sacrificed and he did the campaign, right? And he set the campaign out there, came back, nothing happened. 0 results. Gas and electric cut off, wife frustrated. Imagine a wife sitting in the house with no water, right? And no and no lights. So she ain't got no water or no lights. That's a bad situation. You understand what I'm saying? And he kept putting her in these situations over and over and over and over again. Until one day she threatened to leave him. She said, I'm leaving. If you do that campaign, I'm gone. I'm walking out of the door. And he said, you know what? I understand that. I get it. But if this campaign works and I do this, I'll buy you 30,000 doors that you can walk out of. You know, it's going to work. You got to just have faith in me. You have to trust me. And he sent the campaign out there and she left. She bounced out. She said, I don't want no parts of this because you are going to keep being addicted to this entrepreneurial game until we are completely homeless. So she couldn't take the heat no more. And she left him. She bounced out. Right? Those are the type of people that's in your lives right now. Like, they don't understand our determination. They don't understand what we have to go through on the inside, because we understand, like, we feel that thing where we know, like, yo, this is it. I know this is going to work. And no one can tell you different, regardless of what happens. And she bounced out on him. And he sent one letter to 200,000 people. And 200,000 people paid him $2. 200,000 people paid him $2 that weekend. So the letters went out on Friday, and 200,000 $2 checks came in the mail on Monday. Overnight. Instant success. Because he had the determination that the process worked. He just had to get the right thing in front of the right people at the right time, and he became an instant millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference between you and everybody else in this world. You're here, you're up, you're in it, you're winning. Don't let nobody else tell you different. You're on the right path. Right? We ain't got 30,000 degree, bachelor degrees and all these types of things. We got an entrepreneurial spirit with a system in place with determination. Don't give up. Go hard or go home. Because if you go hard and you win, you ain't never got to worry about another thing as long as you live. You will become rich and you will have a lot of options. Right? That's just what it is, y'all. Keep rocking and rolling. Stick to the basics. Don't make it complicated. Treat your business like a professional. Make sure you got systems in place that you can visualize in your mind that you can walk your customers through. Help people. Do it to help them. Don't worry about your money. If your processes and your systems are set up right, your money gonna show up every time. Get the stuff that matters corrected. Because if you don't do it, you'll never see the dollars. Help people, keep systems, go hard, and keep it practical. Keep it real simple. And if you stick to the basics in marketing, you're gonna make all the money you want. And do the sticky note thing and let me know how it goes. Do the sticky note thing and don't keep a track of how many sales you get. Keep a track of how many people hit this capture page. Keep a track of how many people actually text you. That's what you keep a track of, because if that happens, it's working. Y'all get it? Y'all got it, right? White man can't jump. Right. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Keep it, stick to the basics. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta complicate this stuff. Let's turn some music on and get up out of here like we know how to do. What is this song right here? Here we go. That's that danger zone right there. Got me ready to run through a wall. We don't do this for our health, man. We not playing in this industry. We try and win. Like, we try and really win. We try and go hard and win. I'm trying to get y'all to the promised land. You on my team, you follow me? We gonna get there. Let's rock and roll, y'all. Let's make it happen. Let's keep pushing forward. It's fire, right, Joshua? You hear that, Omar? That's what's up, Sergio. That's what I'm talking about, Kenyatta. Y'all gotta feel that. Just feel that real fast. Just hear that real quick. That's that entrepreneurial power right there. Let's go get it, y'all. I'm setting up the ultimate system for y'all. Everybody gonna win in 2018. I'm not gonna let y'all fail. It's just not. Benjamin. Always simplicity. Rocking out, y'all. 2018 right around the corner. It's your boy Larry Wheelz. And I'll see y'all in the next training team. Eggs Greg tomorrow, the Eggs Greg session. We're going to show y'all mad practical strategies on how to keep it simple. Let's keep it simple and let's make this money. We got to go back to the basics sometimes. Gotta go back to the basics. Talk to y'all later. Peace.